So I want to welcome everyone to today's webinar on healing yourself with diamonds. The webinar should last around 90 minutes, but I will stay longer if anyone has any questions. In this webinar, you're going to discover 4 unique things that diamonds can do that no other crystal and no other modality can do. 4 types of evaluation that no other modality offers. 4 ways that diamond can support you, also very unique. The physical and energetic parameters of a therapy diamond. How therapy diamonds can help you reconnect with your inherent blueprints of optimal health and function. And plus you'll get useful information that you'll be able to use right away. Plus, you'll get to experience the energy of 10 different therapy diamonds and learn a powerful technique for self-protection. You'll also find out how you can learn more in our Level 1 Diamond Therapy course, Diamond 111, starting this September. This special presentation is for those who are ready to take a deep and revealing journey of self-healing and self-discovery, and also for those considering Diamond Therapy Practitioner certification. My wish for you this webinar is that you leave feeling expansive, ignited by the unlimited potential of your blueprint self, clear about the steps you can take to register for my Diamond Therapy course, but also inspired by the new techniques you'll be learning that you can start working with right away. I'm committed to giving you my very best for the next 90 minutes. I'll do everything I can to maximize the value you get from our limited time together. But in exchange, I'd like you to be fully attentive and focus on what I'm showing you, because you'll be able to start using this information whether or not you choose to register for my course. I ask that you do your best to suspend any possible disbelief that you may have and keep an open mind about what I'm saying, rather than thinking, well, this is just too amazing to be true. Instead, wonder how you might apply this in your life, because that's the best way to make rapid changes. And here's why therapy diamonds are so important, especially now. Because they help you reconnect with that blueprint truth inside of you, that part of you that knows, that inherent inner knowledge, that divine essence of who we are that doesn't ever disconnect from us, but we often disconnect from it. So learning to listen to that blueprint truth within you will guide you in the right direction in life and help steer you clear of unnecessary experiences. I believe we need diamond and the high level of integrity that it represents now more than ever. Our leaders need it. Our politicians certainly need it. And if you have that diamond knowledge, you're going to be way ahead of everyone else in your field. So for those who don't know me, my name is Isabel Morton. I'm the founder of the Gemstone Therapy Institute and a leader in the field of alternative healing, specializing in diamond and gemstone therapy. I am not your average crystal guru. My work is new, original, unique, scientific, and cutting edge. I have extensive knowledge in how to apply diamonds and gemstones in sophisticated, meaningful ways, far beyond simple crystal layouts. Now, I'm sure you've heard about gemstones like rose quartz and amethyst having healing properties, but diamond? Well, back in 1987, it surprised me too. And if you're lucky enough to be wearing diamond jewelry, you may be wondering, well, if diamonds are supposed to be so healing and I've been wearing this ring for 20 years, why don't I feel anything? Well, I'll be answering these questions and more in this presentation. So, looking back to 1987, I was 26 years old, living in Boulder, Colorado. I had a bachelor's degree, I was married, I had 2 children. My life was really quite ordinary. But then I was afflicted with the extraordinary when I discovered that I could see the energies of diamonds. Furthermore, I could differentiate between those diamonds that had healing properties and those that didn't. And the healing properties were contained in diamonds that carried a spectrum of all 7 colors. So nowadays, I think most people would think, wow, that's really cool. But 30 years ago, to me, it sounded totally bananas. This is not the gift I wanted. And on one hand, I really enjoyed teaching others about the diamonds and the gemstones. But on the other hand, I did not like the ostracism and the judgment that I was getting from my friends and peers. And I did not want to be called crazy. I just wanted to be a normal mainstream mom. I didn't need all this woo-woo in my life. I don't know if anyone can really appreciate the excruciating conflict that was going on within myself at that time. Over time, this conflict tore me apart until I felt I had no other choice but to walk away. So I walked away completely. I walked away from my marriage, my business, my home. I moved across the country, and I didn't want to see another diamond ever again. But the thing is, when you have a mission to fulfill, and if life has plans for you, well, let's fast forward to 2002. I was visiting my mom in New Jersey, and late that night, my heart suddenly failed without any warning. Next thing I knew, I remember the paramedics reviving me where I passed out on the cold bathroom floor. And you bet I was scared. But what touched my heart the most was as they rolled me toward the ambulance, it was the look on the face of my youngest, my 5th child. She was about 2 years old at the time, and she looked at me and she looked so deeply worried. She was scared too, and she had reason to be, because a few days later, here I am, what I thought completely healthy, running around, taking karate lessons, and the doctor tells me it's time to get on the heart transplant list. So you can imagine diamonds were the last thing on my mind. But for the next 2 years, we did all we could to try to save my native heart. I was so weak, I couldn't work, I couldn't take care of the house, I couldn't take care of the kids, I could barely take care of myself. Inevitably, my heart stopped working again, and back I went into the hospital where once again my heart failed, and this time it was really bad. The doctors and nurses, they rushed in to revive me. My father and my boyfriend, who later became my forever husband, watched from the nurses' station, and they watched me flatline. But meanwhile, I was having this beautiful, vivid experience of life after death. And a long story short, a few weeks later, I was blessed with a new heart. And my story is recounted in my book, if you'd like to read more about it. The book's called Accepting Destiny. So these incredibly traumatic experiences that surrounded my heart transplant played a huge role in helping me to realize and accept my life's work, which is to share the healing power of gemstones and diamonds. These days, I don't really care if people call me crazy. I've come to realize that everyone is weird in their own special way. Everyone, no exclusions. I've come to the point where I can embrace my weird. But whether I'm giving a session, a diamond and gemstone therapy session, to a CEO, a school teacher, a Wall Street executive, an alternative healer, a social worker, a scientist, an athlete, you name it, people from all walks of life, they all have this diamond experience, this whole being shift in outlook. And I know that they know that diamonds are not just a girl's best friend. Diamonds can be their body's best friend. And believe it or not, they are certainly a practitioner's best friend. Now, of course, I use only conflict-free diamonds that I purchase from an international diamond dealer. The first few times I went to visit him, he was so skeptical. But yeah, he let this crazy lady spend 2 or 3 days at his office just looking through all his diamonds, and he put up with me because, business is business, and after all, he was selling some diamonds. But I'll never forget the day that I put a therapy diamond in his hand. And that was the day he changed his mind. You should have seen how his face just lit up. He could actually sense that diamond. He said he could feel a sense of upliftment, and he said he had not felt this relaxed in a long, long time. Diamond is the master crystal. Therapeutic diamonds go where no other gemstone can. They do what no other healing modality can do. They do what no other gemstone can do. They work beyond the body, beyond the emotions, beyond the mind to reach the highest truth within us. I call this the blueprints of optimal health. So that's my story. Here's my presentation. But I'd like to start right off the bat with just what are therapy diamonds. Theradiamonds or therapy diamonds are actual diamonds, but they must meet both physical and energetic criteria. Let's look at the physical criteria first. Therapy diamonds, they are round, modern, or sometimes modern, brilliant cut diamonds that have certain physical and energetic criteria. So first, the physical criteria. These are the criteria that are commonly used in the diamond industry, and we honor them as well. And first is physical color. We'll start with that one. A diamond's physical color is measured on a scale that ranges from D to Z. D is considered colorless. Around, L or M or so, you can visually see some yellowishness or some off color. And then by the time you get to the end of the alphabet, R, S, T or so, the coloration is unmistakable. Energetically, we find that the higher the color, meaning D to H, it seems that the more intensively the diamond works. Diamonds with a lower color, such as L, M, N, P, seem to work more gently. Clarity. Clarity must be SI or higher, and here you see a scale. VVS, VS, SI, and I. We certainly don't work with I diamonds. The red marks you see, these are called plot maps. They denote the inclusions in the diamond. We prefer to work with the highest quality VVS or VS stones, if not also internally flawless. But we do have several SI stones, but they must have inclusions that are not too big and not in the center of the table. So only a few SI stones work, but when we find them, the price is less because the clarity is lower. The VS, VVS, or flawless stones, of course, have much better clarity, but the prices are going to be higher. So let's look at cut. Therapy diamonds must be round. The round shape allows the diamond's benefits to affect a person in the most holistic way. Most round diamonds are round modern brilliant cut, but the type of round brilliant doesn't really matter. We have found therapeutic diamonds that have a modified brilliant cut and even an old cut that contained the spectrum of color rays. And carat. Carat is a measure of how much a diamond weighs, and you can also sense the size based on a carat weight. Most people prefer diamonds 1/2 carat or above simply because they're a little bigger and easier to handle. The largest therapy diamond that we've ever had was over 3.5 carats. The largest one I've ever seen was full of inclusions, but it was around 20 carats, I think. So let's talk about cost. This is the 5th C. These days, anyone can find diamonds at wholesale prices on the internet. But the time, energy, and expertise needed to find therapy diamonds has to be reflected in their cost. And I make no apologies for our prices because of the time and the effort we have to take to find them. You just have to expect that even in some cases our diamonds may be twice their appraisal value. And here's what I'm trying to convey here. So see this pile? This is a parcel of 400 diamonds. Okay? Guess how many we got out of that parcel? And they were all the right clarity. We found 9. So that's actually 2.25%. And that's what we find. The percentage is around if we're lucky, 3%. So One time we went diamond hunting. It took us 3 days for myself and an assistant to find only 11 diamonds. It's an hour just to get to the train station. Then we have to wait for the train. It's a 2-hour ride to New York. It's another hour just to get to the hotel. I mean, it takes time. It's a big deal. But something I want to really underscore here is that therapy diamonds, they're tools. And if you look at this list here, every one of these tools is diagnostic. Maybe 1 or 2 might be therapeutic, but they only do one thing. You can spend $1 to $3 million on an MRI machine. It does one thing. Now maybe you can spend $600 on the biomeridian scan device, but still, it just does one thing. So let's look at the energetic properties of therapy diamonds, because this is what really sets them apart from everything else. And I would like to start with color. Therapy diamonds, or theradiamonds, carry a spectrum of color ray frequencies. This is not the fire or the flashes of color that diamonds can exhibit under certain lighting conditions. A therapy diamond has an energetic spectrum which, 1, all 7 colors are present. 2, they're equally distributed. 3, they're not skewed in any way. We see so many spectrums these days that they're skewed. They're just weird. They're just not right. And 4, the spectrums are not contaminated in any way. Someone once asked me if I was the only person who was able to see these diamonds. And, well, maybe I am the only one now, but I believe it is a skill that others can develop with training. And realistically, if I want diamond therapy to continue well beyond my lifetime, I will be training others at some point to help me identify them. Someone from the diamond industry wrote me and said, she was very irate. She said, I've dealt with diamonds for 30 years or so, and I can assure you there is no energetic difference among them. I was thinking, well, of course she didn't feel a difference, because those in the diamond industry always handle diamonds with tweezers. You never see them touch the diamonds. And if you use tweezers, you aren't going to be able to sense the diamond's energies. You have to hold them in your hand. But the thing is, using tweezers is actually a good thing for those in the diamond industry, because it's like a fail-safe. Because while 2 or 3% of the diamonds carry color rays, another 2 or 3% carry energy that's really, to be quite blunt, dangerous to your health. And I don't use that word lightly, because I've been affected by these diamonds, and I know Carrie Ann has also. It can make you completely disconnected from your body, disoriented, dizzy. It's like you can't think. So sorting diamonds energetically is risky, and you don't know if it's harmful until you touch it. So that's the thing. Fortunately, most diamonds, we have about 95% here, 94 to 96% are a neutral, they carry a neutral frequency, so the chances are the diamond in your wedding ring is probably neutral. Unless you feel uncomfortable wearing it. If you notice that you have not worn your ring, that you just don't feel like you want to wear it, well, it might not be because of the marriage. It might be because of the diamond. So let's move right on to 4 unique things that therapy diamonds do. No other modality, no other gemstone can do these things. And first of all, diamond works at the whole being level. No other gemstone does that. Some gems, if you look at this circle, you've got the 7 levels of manifestation. You've got atomic, molecular, cellular, organ, system. You have whole body, which consists of your physical body and the different layers of your aura, the emotional body, causal body or memory body, mental body, intuitive body. And then your whole being, which is out highlighted in pink, that's your whole being. The whole being is more than the sum of the parts. Now, mother of pearl, for example, if you pair a gemstone with mother of pearl, that mother of pearl is going to help that gemstone's energy move through the levels of manifestation, but it can't reach the whole being level. Aquamarine helps expand your awareness, but its focus is at mental body. Second thing, diamond is like an all-in-one tool. We work with about 80 different gemstones. And I don't want to underplay gemstones at all because each has a unique and special role in energy medicine. And plus they're just fascinating and fun to work with, and they're very effective. But this is a fundamental difference between the two modalities. If you're working in diamond therapy, you'll be working with 1 diamond in level 1, 2 diamonds in level 2, and if you want to, a 3rd diamond in level 3, and that's all. But with the gemstones, in level 1, you're going to want to start with 12 different necklaces or 6 necklaces and 5 mandalas. So as you move through the levels of gemstone therapy training, you want to increase your gemstone pharmacy. And in your sphere kit, you will eventually want to get at least 50 different types of gemstones, just little spheres, 8 of each. So you're dealing with a lot more types of tools. Also with diamond therapy, you've got options. Let's say you realize that working with a single stone is just not your thing. You just don't have the time. Well, a diamond's flexible. If you don't want to work with it in sessions, you can put it in a ring. This allows you to get that diamond support 24/7. Although the ways you can use a ring are greatly reduced, but then when you're ready to start using your diamond again in more specific ways, well, then you can just take it out of your ring and work with it as we do by itself in the level 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 trainings. So I have about approximately 2-hour course on how to use a diamond in a ring. But yeah, there's 4 levels of study of single diamonds for diamonds outside the mounting. And that can take actually 5 or 6 years to complete. So this is sophisticated stuff. 4th thing that makes diamonds unique is that it helps us to reconnect with our body's blueprints. No other crystal can do this, to awaken and communicate with our inherent blueprints of optimal health and purpose. The blueprints affect every part of your being, every part of your life. But optimal health, these blueprints of optimal health, connecting with them does not mean that you'll never have an illness again. I've learned that optimal health does not mean freedom from injury, age, injustice, or illness. But what it does mean is that you can handle any challenge that comes into your life with grace, awareness, a willingness to learn the lessons that the challenge provides. The body and the emotions may suffer, but deep inside yourself, you're glad and grateful for the lessons the situation is teaching you. Inside, you have a sense of peace and contentment. At least, that's what's true for me. Blueprints, they're like maps. They're like maps that your body follows when it wants to heal, to grow stronger, to lose weight, to let go bad habits, to find peace of mind, to let go painful emotions, to step upon a spiritual quest, and more. They intelligently direct your healing processes, your decisions, and your actions. Blueprints guide you. They guide your emotions, memory, mind, and intuition. They remind your body how to heal. They steer the function of your physical molecules, cells, tissues, and organs. And the thing is, blueprints don't mutate. They're not like, well, they are like DNA because they give instructions, but they're not like DNA because DNA can mutate. DNA can give wrong instructions. The blueprints cannot be damaged, they cannot be mutated, but they can evolve. I do believe they do evolve. As we evolve as individuals, our blueprints evolve with us. And everyone has their own blueprints. Blueprints help us to be our best self. And then they urge us to take yet another step towards something even greater. The blueprints like to evolve. They want to evolve. And to do that, they have to drag us along with them. So here's some warning signs that maybe you've lost touch with your blueprints. So when issues, conditions, and injuries, maybe they don't heal, or they heal slowly or incorrectly, or maybe they heal initially and then they come back. Maybe you're caught in a state of sluggishness and just no longer care. You have no motivation to improve yourself, to learn, or to grow. Or maybe you feel like making the wrong decisions and you know it, but you keep slipping back into the old unhealthy patterns and habits. You can feel as though your life has gone off track, as if you're lost, as if your compass, that inner compass, has gone missing and you've forgotten where you're headed. Or maybe you have difficulty changing your beliefs despite the evidence that tells you they're a little outdated. Or maybe you disregard your body's signals and don't take care of yourself sufficiently. And maybe you have trouble making decisions. Maybe you notice self-destructive tendencies or excessive negativity, negative thoughts, emotions, words, negative words. And you know you do it, but you can't seem to stop. When the blueprints aren't available to us or not available fully, you're going to refer to information that you've stored within you. For me, the first thing that comes into my mind is, well, how did my mother respond to this situation? What would she have done? Or what's the socially acceptable way to respond to this situation? Blueprints help us to reclaim our health, to reclaim our true identity. It's difficult to recover without the guidance of your inherent blueprints. Undoubtedly, you already access them to some degree. There are diamonds or tools that allow you to work with them directly. Okay, so here are 4 unique ways that diamonds work. First of all, color rays. No other gemstone provides all 7 colors at once, but diamond does. And diamond provides them in the proper spectrum. These are living colors. They're not light from a bulb or from a filter. They're living color that your body can understand and receive as nourishment. Second way is called liquidity. Liquidity doesn't necessarily have anything to do with moisture in the body. It's more of a state of the way water can be. It's a state of coherence or organization among the cells and the molecules when they are connecting to their blueprints. We can measure liquidity. We can identify where liquidity is taking place in the body with diamond application. We can find out what part of the body is responding to the blueprints and what part maybe not so much. So the third unique way that diamonds work is through something that I call scintillation. Now, I took this word from the diamond industry. In diamond world, scintillation is the fluctuation of the dark and white patches that appear when you move the diamond. So I define scintillation energetically in a different way. I define it as the rhythmic motion that takes place in every part of our being as we listen to our blueprints and then we manifest them. So it's rhythmic. We connect with our blueprints, we manifest what we've heard. We sleep, we go into our subconscious, closer to our blueprints, we wake up, we manifest what we've touched when we were deeply asleep. I've heard other energy researchers talk about something they observe called blinking, and I think this is what that is. I think blinking and scintillation are the same thing. So the fourth thing that diamonds do is support alignment. And not just with the spine, but the entire body and being. The cells, the atoms, the molecules, the organs, the systems. Think of that whole being, that levels of manifestation graphic, and how the whole being encompasses all of it. Well, for diamond to do that, it needs structure. It needs alignment. And in order for diamond to call forth liquidity, in order for diamond to have its colors received, in order for that scintillation to work as well as it can, for the blueprints to be awakened in the body, you need to have the sense of structure, a sense of alignment. So those are the 4 very special things that diamonds do. I also want to talk about how ferrodiamonds clear. Now you hear this clears, oh that clears, all this about clearing. Ferrodiamonds clear, but they clear specific unwanted energies. The unwanted energies that cloud and obscure the blueprint information. And clouded blueprints can lead to illness and lack of well-being. And they nourish with the full spectrums of color, as I mentioned. Ferrodiamonds promote liquidity. Ferrodiamonds promote scintillation. Alright, so why do ferrodiamonds or therapy diamonds affect the blueprints? What about them? What is so special about these diamonds that they can do this? Okay, so diamonds can affect the blueprints for 3 reasons. First of all, as the master crystal, diamonds have a natural affinity with the blueprints. That's just what they do. Second, blueprints consist of a color spectrum. Now it's a spectrum that is uniquely ours, but ferrodiamonds also carry a color spectrum. And so there's this instant resonance. As soon as you bring a ferrodiamond into your space, those colors, when they radiate from the diamond, your body's gonna go, whoa, what is that? Your energy field will instantly connect because they speak the same language. They also speak the same language because of the carbon-to-carbon connection. Diamonds are made of 1 molecule, and that's carbon. And we are carbon-based beings. We have carbon in every single cell of our body. It's everywhere. Now there's something else that is very unique to diamond, and that is the ability to evaluate and assess energetic health. This may be the most important contribution of diamond therapy to energy medicine, and the ability to evaluate, assess, and correct is also in the gemstone world as well. It's the biggest, most important contribution that diamond and gemstone therapy has to the world of energy medicine. And it's what sets them apart from all other energy work. We are able to evaluate energies in specific ways and then retest to assess our progress. Maybe that didn't work so well. Well, let's try something else. Oh, that worked really well. And so we move forward with specificity. Diamond work is measurable and it's repeatable, and in this way its application is scientific. So we have so many different ways of evaluating. I'm going to tell you only 4 of them that you'll learn in Diamond Level 1. They're probably the easiest to explain to give you a sense of the scope of the diamond work, but there are many more ways taught in Level 1 and even more in Level 2. And they get more sophisticated as you go. So, for example, you can evaluate, we talk about the spectrum in your body. How balanced is the spectrum within any area of yourself? Is your shoulder sore? Well, let's test the spectrum of your shoulder. Let's find out how the colors are out of balance. We can evaluate how well energy is moving along the limbs, the arms and the legs, along 5 tracks. These are not meridians. And then we have ways to correct the movement along the limbs. This is so important. Movement is life. We want to keep our energies moving. We're also able to evaluate how comfortable a person might be with their projected future, the path that they are headed on, given no changes. And we can also evaluate how well a person is able to give and receive energy. And that's really huge in the healing process, because many people are able to give very well, and then they drain themselves because there's blockages to receiving. We have to be able to do both. Not only to be healthy within ourselves, but also to be healthy practitioners as well, if that's what we want to do. Oh, and I'll tell you one more. The ability to balance heaven and earth energies, because both of these are also should be constantly nourishing our body. Heaven and earth energy should constantly be flowing into our body and nourishing ourselves. And ideally, that energy should be balanced. And if it's not, we're going to have issues arise. Okay, so now comes the part of the webinar that I think everybody loves. I'm going to pull out 10 different diamonds. Now that you know what ferrodiamonds are, you have a sense of what they do, how they can be used, it's time to experience a few of them. Just get comfortable. You may want to fetch a piece of paper and number it 1 to 10. I'm going to share 10 different diamonds. They're going to range in size from 0.26, which is just about 1/4 of a carat, all the way to 1.62 of carats, and many in between. So before we get started, take note of what the room feels like without the diamond's presence. What does it feel like inside of yourself? What are you sensing? How do you feel out here? And how do you feel in here? If you have any pain in your body, take note of what it feels like, or any discomfort. And then as I bring out the diamonds one by one, note, how does this feeling change in that diamond's presence? And I want to say that it's not the particular diamond that's going to be affecting you. It's the way that particular diamond awakens your blueprints. So the diamond spectrum and your blueprint spectrum, if there's a resonance, if there's a harmony, then that diamond is going to feel like a long-lost friend. If it's just a little bit different, doesn't quite fit, of course, it will work. But if you're looking for a partner, if you're looking for resonance, for a diamond that you might want to work with for the rest of your life, you're going to look for a partner that does have that resonance. And I'm going to start with the smallest and then move to the largest. Okay, this is a 0.26. The clarity is SI1. The color is H, which is still pretty high up. So we have D, E, F, G, H. That's in the top 5, so that's pretty good. We're just inviting it into the space. I don't project diamond energy, and nor should you feel like you have to reach out. Just sit back and receive. Just notice how your blueprints receive the spectrum of this diamond. Okay, gratitude to the diamond. This one is 0.4, so number 2, 0.4, a VS2 clarity, a K color, so it's a lower color than the last one. I like this one. I've got resonance with this one. Okay. Gratitude to the diamond. Take note of how things have shifted. You may want to take special note because the next one is the exact same weight, the exact same clarity, VS2, but this is a much higher color. This is an F color, so DEF, and the other one was K, GHIJK, so F and K. There's a difference. Okay, gratitude to the diamond. Okay, next. Same clarity, same color, VVS2F color. This one has a cut called triple X, meaning its polish, symmetry, and cut are all excellent. Welcoming this little guy into our space, or girl, little being. Okay, gratitude to this diamond. All right, so the next one, number 5, is 0.47, also VS2. This is another K color. Now I get into sizes that are much easier for most people to handle. So it makes me smile. But everyone will have probably a different response to each individual diamond. It's just, I can feel in my own spectrum, certain diamonds have a better resonance with my spectrum. So I feel a greater affinity to them. But any of these would be a lovely therapy tool. Gratitude to that diamond. And I may pull out one that you don't sense or feel anything at all. Next, number 6. Number 6 is a 0.61. It's a VVS2. It's the highest clarity I have in this particular, no it isn't, I have one other VVS2. But it is among the 2 highest clarity ones. This is an M color, so this is the lowest color that I have in this particular collection. I just randomly pulled 10 completely intuitively to share with you. Our little M61. Now I can see there's a little bit of a faint yellowishness to it. It's definitely an M. Okay, gratitude to the diamond. We have noticed that some people really have a resonance to the lower colors in the M range, and some people have a clear preference for the higher colors in the D, E, F, G, H range. And it's just very interesting noticing the trends. Very few people don't have any affinity. Some people have a natural affinity with a higher clarity, and for some it just doesn't matter. The clarity is not what's important. Okay, next we're taking a little jump to 1 carat. This is a 1 carat, another VS2, J color. Just relax your mind and just receive. And gratitude to the diamond. This one, it's 1.02 carats, VVS2, G color. This is also a triple X. This one's taking me right out. Okay, gratitude to the diamond. Okay, number 9. This is a 1.24 VS1 J color. If you've attended my group remote diamond and gemstone therapy sessions, you may be familiar with the energy of this one and the next one. I've been working with these two for the past few months. And gratitude to this diamond. And last but not least, number 10 is 1.62 carats, VVS2, I don't know if you can see it, but it's really catching the color, catching the light from my line of sight. Okay, gratitude to the diamond.
I just wanted to say that I felt something different from all of them. The last one actually filled my heart with strength and so much love. And that's something that I've been working on a lot. So that was beautiful. And then the second one, I felt it was very strong, and I felt anger come up, and then it scared me. I wanted to stop then, but I let it, and it disappeared. I have a diamond, and I don't know if this is appropriate, but I do hold meditation classes with my diamond, and because I think it's just so important, and I love it. I just think it's one of the most amazing healing modalities. So thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. I'm so glad to hear that you're using it and sharing it with the people in your meditation group. That's great. Okay, so someone says I like the colored ones over the colorless ones. So the M color felt best for that person. Another person says, I could feel varying degrees and depths of energy. Yes, thank you. I'm so glad to hear you talking about how you can feel these differences, because it's true. It's diamond is diamond, and I could give an absolutely very meaningful diamond therapy session with any of these diamonds. But if I'm looking for a therapy partner to do my work, I'm going to be looking for one that gives me that kind of open-hearted, uplifted feeling, that has a better sense of resonance with me. Someone said, I like the first one. And someone liked the M61. Someone else said they all felt different. And the 1.02 gave this person a mini nap. Timeless indeed. So I think you had a similar experience than I had for that one. And then the F ones, the ones with the higher color, I felt in my third eye and in my heart. Oh, nice. And someone says I like the 102. Yeah, that was the G color and the XXX cut. Very fine, perfect cut. According to GIA, Gemological Institute of America. In diamond therapy world, I don't put that much attention on the value of the cut, even though we get charged more money for XXX diamond, because the diamonds that are, maybe they have a girdle that's really thick, I think that's easier to hold. But the diamond industry will say, well, that's a poor cut. And I'm saying, okay, if it fits my parameters, I'm taking that one because it's going to be less money and it's going to be easier to hold because the girdle is thicker. I'll show you what the girdle is in just a sec. Someone else said I dozed off for the first 3 and it wasn't until 7 to 10 that they got my attention. Great, thanks. Those were all the 1 carat. 7, 8, 9, and 10 were 1 carat and above. Yeah, interesting. Well, now that you have all this diamond energy with you, familiar, let's experience what I call the diamond blueprint method. What this is a method that will help you to tune into your own blueprint diamond. And I'm going to teach you this method and then how to use it to protect yourself. So to do this method, you're going to need to learn just these 3 parts of the diamond. So the table is the top facet of the stone. So if this is not a diamond, it's a crystal, but this top facet, that's the table. And this is the culet, the pointed part. And then the girdle, that's what I was talking about before. The diamond in this graphic has probably a thin to medium thick, probably, thin girdle. And this one has a very thin girdle, but sometimes those girdles can be quite chunky. And I just love the chunky girdles. Asking you now to think about those parts and also tune in to the energy of your favorite diamond, just to get a sense of what that is. It'll help you call up your blueprint diamond. And now I'd like to invite you to imagine a diamond grow bigger and bigger and bigger until it surrounds you completely. The culet's going to be below your feet. Table's going to be over your head, and the girdle's going to be somewhere around between your chin and your heart, somewhere in here. Wow, notice how the room changes. Yeah, just feel what that's like. You're inviting your innermost blueprints to come forward. You're asking your blueprints to form the shape of this diamond. So you're not surrounding yourself in any of the diamonds that I showed you. You're allowing the diamonds that I showed you to bring your blueprint information forward. And then we use the shape of the diamond because that's like the bridge. It bridges the physical therapy diamond and its color rays and your blueprints and their color rays. And that shape of the diamond actually does quite a few things, but it helps contain your energy. So if you ever feel weak and exhausted, you can try surrounding yourself in your blueprint diamond. Help contain any energy that might be leaking. And just notice what that feels like. Now, take this a step further and notice that you can invite the diamond to turn this way. It's going to be turning this way. The culet's going to stay down and the table's going to stay up but it's going to rotate around your body. It's going to go in one direction or the other. You can try in different directions, but there will be one that just feels more comfortable. It can be slow. Doing that is going to help break up congestion or stagnant energy in your body. Stagnation in energy flows. This is actually clearing congestion in the flow. If you're in a situation where you feel threatened or unsafe, you can try turning that diamond even faster. This is going to be throwing off so much light that anything negative can't stand up to it. And as long as your thoughts are not negative, because negative thoughts can also be thrown off of the spinning diamond. So you have to be peaceful inside for this to work, and trusting. If you have a spiritual practice, you can rely on your inner guides or masters and inner teachers while you're working with this outer tool or outer energetic tool. So you get the inner covered and you've got the energetic covered. The energetic is not spiritual. They're two different things. The energetic is as spiritual as the physical body is spiritual. A lot of people confuse. It may be different, it may be new, a new concept to some people, but it's a way to categorize what you live with day to day. Your emotions, for example, that's an energetic aspect of yourself. Feel welcome to slow your diamond down and bring it to a halt. If you notice that your diamond is shrinking, don't try to expand it. Just acknowledge that your body has shrunk your diamond, and it's for a good reason, and your body is probably the only one that knows. But instead, call forth and invite another blueprint diamond, another diamond to contain your blueprint energy, to help your body awaken to its blueprints. All right, great. Oh, awesome. Bunch of yeses. I'm always trying to refine how I present this, so that's really good. And while you're at the keyboard, can you imagine yourself practicing this technique in the future? And I'm hoping you'll agree to this for your own good, so it won't be, oh yeah, that webinar I attended, and then it's out of mind. That this can be something you can work with. It's so powerful. It can really make a difference in your well-being. So it's just, I guess I'm just asking you for a commitment to yourself, that you will remember your blueprints. And this is one way to do that. It's a way that the mind can hold on to. And I have one more question for you. Can you see you're surrounding yourself with your blueprint diamond while you're helping others? And the reason that I ask this is to help you build the bridge in your understanding between this blueprint experience and service to others. It's a way to be your best self, to give of yourself from the deepest part of you. So I know that I've given you a lot in this presentation, and certainly you have enough to start thinking about your blueprints, working with the blueprint method, practicing it, remembering it. One thing I need to say is when you're lying down, what I'd like you to do is you would lie on top of the table if you're in bed. The Q-lit always points to the earth, no matter what your position might be. So if you're sitting, if you're lying down, if you're doing a handstand or a headstand, the Q-lit is always pointing to the earth, and you just rearrange yourself within that diamond. Okay, so if you are interested in learning more about the full potential of therapy diamonds, and I'm going to say this too, if you are ready to commit to the high ethics required to work with these powerful master tools, if you're ready to take the self-healing journey of a lifetime, then I invite you to my Diamond Therapy Level 1 training. You can take this course for Practitioner Level 1 Practitioner Certification, but to be honest, most of our students are on a self-healing track, and that is perfectly fine. And actually, if you think about it, the saying, physician heal thyself, if you wish to become a practitioner and share this with others, it starts with you. It starts with your ability to connect with your blueprints. Because when you're really good at that, others unconsciously, they connect with it, they catch it, and they're able to take a step on their healing journey. Okay, so I'm going to go right to the brass tacks. The course is $29.70. It includes very generous bonuses, and also included is a $1,000 credit off the purchase of a therapy diamond. And the reason that we did that is because if someone's going to pay $29.70, we felt that they shouldn't have to pay anything more. And we do have some starter diamonds. They're very small, but you could use your $1,000 credit to get those, and you would have a diamond to work with. Okay, so how can this course help you? In learning how to work with your blueprints, you're learning how to reconnect with your authentic self. And in that process, in working with the diamonds, you'll be able to nourish yourself as you've never been nourished before. You'll be able to learn how to let go of stress in an entirely new way. You'll get in touch with your intuitive nature. You'll reawaken your own powers of self-healing. The body knows how to heal. And diamonds, by awakening the blueprint, remind the body what it has forgotten. And you're going to get to know the energies of your body and your aura. In addition, it will help you restore your focus on the true priorities in your life. Awaken your innate intelligence on many different levels. We have intelligence everywhere from the cellular level to the emotional body. You'll be practicing your intuitive skills, and your intuition can grow. You'll learn how to support your highest priorities because you'll recognize what those priorities are. In working with Diamond, you'll be able to expand your authenticity so your inner light can shine through. And you'll be able to find personal transformation by connecting more deeply with your destiny via your blueprints. What I don't have listed here, and which may be one of the best things of the course, is that you get to join a community of like-minded, open-hearted individuals. You join a circle of elite experts who understand and appreciate the art, the science, and the transformative potential of diamond therapy in a world where the energetic approach has become not only acceptable, but also increasingly recognized as essential for true healing. Every detail of the course has been designed to help you succeed. So you get just one module a month, so you don't have to feel overwhelmed, and plus that can help you focus. And then every month you also get a study guide, which can also help you focus. And when you've finished with that, you turn it into your mentor who reviews it, and then we'll reach out to discuss it with you personally if needed. We really do want you to succeed with this. It's just too important. You get online learning with me. You'll learn what you need to know to give yourself and others the blueprint transformation that they are looking for as well, and that you are. The videos are about 2 hours, maybe a little less. for every month for 10 months. And of course, you are not alone. Our faculty for this class is Deborah Kraft. She's your faculty and mentor. She does online group coaching. So that's the live aspect of the class. And these classes, they become, it's a sisterhood / brotherhood of people who are on the same course at the same time, following the same journey. And what I notice is that everyone who takes classes together becomes so mutually supportive. Everyone gets inspired by everyone else. You get to hear their questions and experiences and comments, and they get to hear your questions and experiences and comments. And it's a safe place to be able to share. It's a confidential space because we are learning to work with these high ethics of honor and respecting each other. So you do get all the personal instruction that you need. Again, the monthly study guides can keep you on track, the monthly reviews with your mentor. You can graduate as a Diamond Therapy Associate Practitioner in less than a year. So by this time next year, you can have that certificate. Level 2 is very special. So is Level 1. You're going to get supplemental videos, demonstrations, there'll be handouts, reference charts, and you get a couple free supplementary courses, and you also can attend optional office hours with Deborah. What you're going to get in the course itself, just to summarize this, the 10 online video trainings, the 10 group coaching sessions, a 5-module manual. This is fully illustrated. I poured my heart and soul into this manual, and it's good. Very detailed, very specific. Monthly study guides, individualized support, optional faculty office hours, but they're there if you need them, and the supplementary materials. Okay, so by the end of the 10 months, I do not guarantee that you'll be able to jump down a waterfall, but you should feel more like yourself and have discovered who that self really is. More empowered to express yourself in everything that you do and say and be. Ready to help others reconnect with their blueprints and take significant steps on their healing journey too. And that might even be your cat, or your partner, or another family member who's open to receiving what you do, or who is just in need. Again, helping your family members, your friends get in touch with those blueprints to help them get back on track, no matter what modality you may practice. Diamond therapy is so easy to incorporate into other modalities. Gemstones, that takes a little creativity to incorporate, and in some cases it doesn't work as well. We have to modify things, but diamond, easy as can be. All right, so we do give bonuses. I mentioned one, the $1,000 credit off the purchase of a Gem Formulas Therapy Diamond. You also will get free admission to my group remote diamond and gemstone therapy sessions. I'm offering 3 a month this year, but next year I'm only going to do 1 a month. So if you add up the 12 from this year and 8 for next year, if I did my math right, that should add up to $1,000. The 2 auxiliary courses you get is the Diamond Therapy 101 video home study course with workbook, and the Energy Awareness Exercises course. And there's also some review webinars that I did, seems like a long time ago, in 2017. So your bonuses total just over $3,000. And here it is, kind of worked out. Everything included is over $6,000. You save $3,000 if you were to get all of these things. These are all really important learning experiences. They're all designed for a reason. Here's my wait what slide. You may have noticed you're getting a bonus value that is more than the price of the course. And yeah, that's a risk for me too, but I really wholeheartedly believe in this work. And the reason that I'm giving away so much is, yeah, because I think it's really going to give you a well-rounded experience, and without giving you these things, you might not take advantage of them. But in reality, it's also because diamond therapy is a groundbreaking modality. It's new. Unless you've heard it from me, you probably haven't heard of it before, nor have your clients or patients. And I think I said this already, in diamond therapy, we have 4 levels of training, which can take someone 5 or 6 years to complete, if not longer. But we have not yet begun to do formal research. I can't wait to do that. I'm already thinking in my mind what that's going to look like. And we are amassing some remarkable results. I'm really excited about the research. That's going to be a real turning point for us. But until diamond is mainstream, I just want to give you that little bit of incentive. Hey, you know, she really cares. She cares about my whole experience. That's the message I'm trying to give here. And it is really time that people learned how to access their blueprints, especially the teachers and the leaders in this world. I so want to make it as easy as possible for you to get started. If you go to our homepage and click the search button and type in Diamond 111, and you'll find the page. And then click the option that you want. You'll automatically, on registration, you'll receive a welcome packet with your Getting Started study guide, and you'll be able to get started right away. It won't be until another 2 business days before you'll get the link to the digital classroom. And we have a super guarantee. So our guarantee: watch the first lesson, complete the study guide, meet with Deborah, your mentor, give yourself an honest go at learning diamond therapy. And then if you feel, you know what, this is just not my cup of tea, I don't feel this is going to work for me, I don't feel diamond therapy will help me or my clients or patients, just let us know before the second class and we'll refund your registration fee. And I'm absolutely sure you'll be pleasantly surprised, if not amazed, at the potential of diamond therapy. While the course is designed to teach the skills of the Diamond Therapy Associate Practitioner, I just want to underscore that self-therapy is a key part of this course. And here are some experiences that I've pulled out, permission to share, that helps you to see the scope. After I received 2 diamond sessions, I could feel that I was moving better as I walked to my car. The next day, the pain in my back and my hip was gone. I feel much better. I still have a small amount of pain in my sciatic, but it has eased up significantly from what it was. It is so much easier to move around now. Waking up this morning, my whole self seems so much lighter and brighter. I have a clarity I didn't have prior. My skin looks smoother and I see a glow coming from me. It feels so good. These sessions are so effective and helpful to me, this one especially. I just feel washed in love and peace. I realize that the diamond essence is becoming a subtle awakening of possibilities, avenues, and doorways to our own blueprints. What a journey. After my session, my back pain was reduced, and most importantly, I had no more burning sensation in my eyes. I went swimming after our session, and what a difference swimming with my new strong, fluid legs. My truth is diamond experiences have changed me. The work has opened and expanded who I am. All I can say is wow. And we have a graduation actually, but that's going to be online too. Just a few reminders as you're thinking about this, the value that you get, what you save, what your cost is, the bonuses that you get when you register, the $1,000 credit off your diamond. You get just about a year of the group remote diamond and gemstone therapy sessions. These are live sessions. the Diamond Therapy 101, the Energy Awareness course, and my review webinars. Okay, someone says, I'm in the Diamond Level 2. The classes are amazing. Yay! I'm glad you think so. Oh, and someone else says, I completely agree that the class becomes family. Yeah, that's another Level 2 Diamond Therapy student. Well, I'm so glad you attended the webinar today, even though you're a veteran. You're in Level 2. Thank you so much for supporting this. I love learning how to work with the diamonds. I'm seeing transformation in myself and my family. And Melissa registered, yay! Welcome, Melissa. It's always great hearing about diamond therapy. I always learn new things every time I hear about it. And that's also from a Level 2 student. I'm going through this thing myself where I feel like a beginner, because the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know. But there's so much that I do know and that I enjoy sharing with everyone. And someone says, yeah, you know, it was a lifesaver for me. Yeah. Oh, nice to see you, Doug. Some people have had quite dramatic experiences with the work. Okay, everyone. Bye for now.